Team Drivetrain!
Good job.
Okay, so here we are with Brian and Lori Hester, and they are from Portland, Oregon. And we've just met them, and we're very excited to see them here. So, have you enjoyed the convention?
I've enjoyed it immensely.
It's always more fun than I expected it's going to be.
Especially the executive team and all their shenanigans.
Entertainment.
So is there any one thing that you learned that you feel like was the biggest takeaway to help you build your business in the future?
For me, it was connecting and then sharing.
Okay.
So you connect with the person you're talking to, and then you share your message.
Okay. Good. So, would you recommend it for other consultants?
Oh, yes. If you haven't been to a convention, come to the convention.
Okay. So, we hope to see you here next year.
Yes.
Be here.
Be here.
Okay, great. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Gents, this is the moment you've waited for. Searching for a spark, an idea that inspires more. Right in your home, there's a food that you can't ignore. Saving your time, none of you want to be left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. This fever dream, can't you see it getting closer? Just surrender, cause I feel it really taking over. You love it when your feet are in the front below it. You're the teachers, now it's time to put it all in motion. The sun is breaking out the brink of everyone is holding on to you know. Tell me, do you wanna go?
So we are here now with Charlene and Alan Benson from North Carolina. So this is your first time here at convention?
First time.
And are you enjoying it? You having fun?
Absolutely. Yeah. A lot of fun. Fun entertainment.
Is it more fun than you thought it would be?
Yes. I don't know if I can look at some of the executives the same way anymore, but yes, it's absolutely.
So what one thing do you feel like you've learned that's important that you can take away from here and to help you build your business?
Pride Life is more than just a business. It's like a whole culture, a family, and I love that. And it's not about the money that you make. It's about making the world better for everyone, and I like that because I like to be I'm a salesperson. I like to educate people and share things, and that's what I love about this culture, right? And I really love that. So now I feel like I've connected with my Thrive Life family since I've been here, met everyone. I love them, and they're full of integrity, and I'm ready to go out and change the world.
Very cool. I had a lot the same thing the first time I came. I had always felt like a lone ranger, and then all of a sudden I felt connected, like I was a part of something.
Exactly.
It changed my whole outlook.
it's very inspiring. So Inspire was a great thing for them.
Right. So would you recommend it next year for other Thrive training members?
He's my sidekick here. I'm the consultant, but actually he helps me do the work when we do the booths and stuff like that. So he's actually learning about all the different executives and Thrive Life and everything just like we are. So, but yeah, save now, get ready, start putting your money in the bank so you'll be ready to come to Thrive Life.
All right. We had 10 people here, 11 people here with me and Elizabeth this year. I would like to have 2 or 3 times that.
That'll be awesome. We'll be here.
Really awesome. Very good. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Who listened to the presenter? What was his name? Ty? Yeah, wasn't that awesome? Wasn't that awesome? So we need to relate, correct? So we're going to help you with closing by starting off and relating.
Hi, everybody. I'm Bill.
And I'm Elizabeth with Tiny House Prepper. And we do actually live in a tiny house. This is our home. It's a 32-foot travel trailer on permanent land. And that's why we can be called Tiny House. I live in 250 square feet. Now, we started our Thrive business doing tastings. But now our business is exclusively on YouTube. And this is what we've learned about the best way to sell on YouTube.
But yeah, blend up those powders and hide them in your recipes and get healthier food into kids and husbands. Sometimes they're the first, so I know.
So here we are with Donna and John Hoffman, and they are from Idaho.
Correct.
Now you were here last year.
I was.
Right.
Last year I came mainly just to learn about the food because I've been buying it for probably since spring fling sale, and I just needed to learn more about the food, different ways to eat with it and cook with it, and that was my main goal. And this time my main goal is to learn about the business.
Okay. So you enjoyed it enough last time that you came back?
Yes.
So did you have fun this time? Did you enjoy it?
It was a blast. The whole atmosphere, it was very inspirational, which was the theme this year. So, yeah.
Okay, great. So what did you feel like you learned from it that would be a good takeaway to help you build a business or personal life or something you inspired?
Yeah, in so many ways. I love the idea of finding your own niche and being able to grow there and how to relate to potential customers, potential consultants. And it's the basics for building this business.
Okay.
And that's what I wanted, was the basics.
Good.
Basically anybody can do it. I mean, there's no pressure to have to do it. We're going to put forth an effort,
Okay.
and I think that's what the convention inspired us to do, is just to begin to put forth the effort, you know, one step at a time, and then see how it begins to grow and benefit us and benefit others that, because I wasn't really sold on the issue of the Thrive Life before, but I'm getting more so.
There's tons of people here. It's great.
I was distracted, so I have anything else to say.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let that be a lesson to you.
Somebody
Don't get distracted.
Somebody just returned my laptop to me. So what would you say to other consultants that haven't been here yet? Do you think they should come next year?
Oh, you can't miss it.
Yeah.
You're going to grow so much in your business and in your personal life too, how to relate to people.
Yeah. And you're going to have a blast.
Oh, yes.
And meet new friends.
Meet new friends.
And connect to people that you connect online, but it isn't the same thing.
Right.
It's meeting in person.
So now when you talk to other people on our Thrive Training Facebook group, you're going to be able to visualize their faces and know who they are.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
There was what, 6 couples here?
Or 5 couples.
5 couples, yeah. 6 including me.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right. And then Ann Haas came down for the first run. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
All right. We'll see you next year.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye.
However many miles it took you to get here, thank you for coming. It will be worth it. It will be fun, it will be educational, informative, entertaining, but on behalf of all of us who have put any effort into this convention, we hope that for you it will be inspiring. There is, we've been really excited about this theme, I don't know if you can tell. We knew when we chose this theme that we had to have some pretty awesome music. So when The Greatest Showman came out, we're like, well, it's meant to be. So you might hear another song or two from that track. Seriously, do we see what we have our hands on here? We are edging our way into the largest industry in the world, the industry of food. It's failing to meet our needs, and we have what it takes, over 100 simple, clean foods to help them reclaim the power of food in their lives. I hope you see how huge this opportunity is. It's massive, what we have in front of us. And you know, the timing could not be any better. Because you're seeing them pop up, right? Freeze-dried foods, grocery stores, gas stations. It's in your cereal. Freeze-dried food is starting to become more of a mainstream thing. But it's not a way of life yet. That's our job. Our job is to make freeze-dried foods a way of life. We are all here because we've seen that we've got this passion in this food. We've seen what it can do for us. We need to help people reclaim the power of freeze-dried foods in their life and share what we have with the whole rest of the world. No one is doing this right now, guys, in the whole world. Only us. We're the only ones trying to reclaim this power through our food. No lotion, no candle, no eyeliner, no fingernail sticker can do that. Okay? No fast food joint or grocery store aisle or meal kit company can do that. There's only one product that can do that. It's Thrive.
So here we have Lyndon and Harry Porchel from Oregon. And this is your first time here. So, did you have fun? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was so cool. It was so cool. Our leaders are just phenomenal, funny people, and real. They're real. That's what's so awesome.
Absolutely. I try to tell people that, and they say, yeah, okay, but you can't really understand it until you experience it.
Yeah.
So, what one thing do you feel like you learned that would be a takeaway that you can use to help you build your business?
Well, for me, I got together with Angel, one of the, is it the IT guy? What it was for the, like Facebook and Twitter and that sort of stuff. Because I have no knowledge for that. And I really needed to get that so I could get more customers, to get this out, to spread the word. And he sat down one-on-one with us and worked with us, even though my phone wouldn't do what we wanted to do. I think I've got it. And that's why we came, to get that help.
Good. I'm so glad that you were able to actually get what you needed by coming here.
Yeah, we did.
Very good.
And we got to meet a bunch of fantastic people. We're not alone, even though we're brand new consultants. That's one of the things that you feel like you're really alone. And this is your business, yes. But how many people were here? 1,000?
Yeah, about 1,000.
We're all working the same thing. We all want to make this business work and bring this fantastic food into every home and all the families, all the friends to get this. And it's a camaraderie. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. You know, it's hard to describe it. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I was really impressed by how real people were. That was really surprising me. So, and as far as tool-wise, I think the whole thing of Ty and the stories, telling stories, that was really good. Learning how to do stories.
Yeah, there was one speaker who spent his whole session talking about how to tell stories and draw people in and connect with them by telling stories and to make sales that way. It was very interesting.
That's something I want to practice.
Right. Yeah, we got his book. So.
Yeah, so do we. Good reading.
Yeah. So for next year, you think everybody else should come?
Oh, if you don't, you're missing out on one of the biggest privileges you're ever going to have, to get connected with the biggest family of love and care and concern. If you are struggling, you need to be here, because these people will let you know this is a real opportunity. Everyone here is working the business and making a better life. Please make the effort, because it's a win-win-win situation. It's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. It's absolutely changed our lives, and I love seeing all the other people here whose lives have been changed by Thrive as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, and thank you for coming. I'll be so glad. Now, Linda is one that calls me all the time with questions, and it's like, oh, it's Linda again. But I've never met her. So it's so nice to actually get to meet the two of you.
It was great.
Okay, and hopefully I'll get to meet the rest of you next year. Okay, thanks guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see, I close my eyes to see.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head, a million dreams are keeping me awake.
A million dreams, I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make. That's my Howie.
So here we are with Bob and Manissa Smith, and they are from Oklahoma. And this is your first time here?
Yes, it is.
Yes, and so what do you think? Are you enjoying yourself?
It's awesome. Awesome, like no experience I could ever imagine.
Yeah. I think so many people, when they first come, they're really surprised at how fun it is.
It is.
And how crazy it is.
It's crazy. It's exhausting, exhilarating. It is just awesome.
So, what one thing do you feel like you've learned that you can take away that'll help you build your business?
More confident.
Okay.
More eager to push forward, even with the negatives within myself. That the food is so great that I just got to learn how to share it and be more consistent within myself and promoting that it is such a great food and that everybody can benefit from it, and teaching them when I've learned to incorporate it into their own cooking skills and into their own recipes, that it's very feasible. And what I really learned, because you buy a can of green beans for 58 cents and you look at our can of green beans, that's like, I don't know, whatever it is, $20 or whatever, it's just a number off my head. That doesn't necessarily mean it's too expensive, you can't afford it, because in the long run, I don't know about anybody else, but when I cook and I open a can of green beans from whatever brand it is, I dump out the water, I'm dumping out vitamins, and then I stick in butter. With our green beans, when you get a cup of green beans, it's a cup of green beans. And then you can put your onions or your bacon or however you cook it with it. And you still got all that value, nutrition, and that value vitamins. That it's awesome. Awesome to wear those green beans in that can. You might not ruffle your food budget at the checkout, and you're still consistently having 200 a week. But in the long run, you're not, because you're throwing it away. And your children aren't going to eat it anyway. And I like the idea of disguising it in the green beans with strawberries, and your children don't know what green beans are. That's just awesome.
So, would you recommend this for one of the consultants to come next year?
Yes,
Yeah.
anybody that gets a chance to come, don't pass it up.
Yeah.
Start saving and come.
That's right. Not only are you going to learn a lot about Thrive and about how to build your business, but you're just going to have a blast.
Everybody, and you get to meet everybody. And if you have a little bit of downside of thinking it's not going to work, you can't get it incorporated into your life, this is the place that will change your mind fast.
Absolutely.
Everybody is so friendly, so family oriented, and I even got to meet the bosses. That's just awesome.
And they're so nice.
And they are nice.
Yeah.
They're nice.
Yeah, they are. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
It's a pleasure.
Okay. Well, I hope you can see how much fun everybody had and how much we learned. It was really, truly amazing.
Yeah.
And you can see some of the comments of the Team Thrive Train members that were there. They made lasting relationships, I think, and everybody met each other, and everybody's supporting each other now. And there's lots and lots of training. They had hours of general sessions where they had main keynote speakers, and then they had quite a few hours of workshops where you could choose the workshop that you wanted to go to. Lots of training.
It was so wonderful just to have people there with us that are part of our team.
Right.
I loved getting to know everybody and
Yeah.
really be able to now when I see the name, it's like, wow, I've been with that person. That's a really neat feeling.
Right.
The sense of family there, even just beyond our own team, is just really wonderful. And I tell you what, our executives who are sharp businessmen, they really are, and I think they're doing a very good job with this company. They are so nuts and so talented and not afraid to get out there and just make everybody laugh. I tell you what, I honestly think that Jason Norton is every bit as talented as Tim Conway ever was.
Jason Norton, the president. Unfortunately, I did not have the camera rolling when he did his thing up on stage wearing the tutu. He's just crazy. All of them are. And they're all so much fun. And every time we had a big general session, which was basically a 2-hour session in the big auditorium, they either started or ended the session with some kind of a musical number like the few that I've shown you here.
Yeah.
And, the theme for this year was Inspire.
Yeah.
And not long ago, the movie The Greatest Showman came out about P.T. Barnum.
Yes.
And I think everybody in the executive team was so inspired by that movie because he just kept going no matter what.
Yeah.
And he made a success when nobody thought he could. And so and it was a musical too. So they have actually, for this convention, they took a lot of the music from The Greatest Showman and rewrote the words. And so that's what you're seeing here.
Right,
you know.
right. And it was just incredibly well done. But the thing I appreciate is that the executives, the people that are really up in the company, high up in the company, even the keynote speakers, if they saw you in a hall, they were happy just to stop and really talk. Very real, down-to-earth people, and I have always really appreciated that.
Right.
Very approachable, and so it was wonderful to me to have the people that went along with us, the group that we had there. We had 10 people with us for the conference. To see one of the executives just giving one of them some real time, I'm just like, yes,
Right.
And
so I think that everybody from our team that was there would agree with what I'm about to say, which is I think that probably the single most important thing that you can do to help build your business is to go to the convention. Because you'll get plugged in, you'll feel like a part of a team instead of a lone ranger. You'll see what other people are doing, and everybody comes away encouraged and excited. And it's just been a couple days, and I'm already getting feedback from a lot of the people that went that they've gone out and booked 3 parties yesterday and tastings and that
yep.
sort of thing. So for next year, if there's any way you can, plan on it now. Start saving now, and just go for it.
It was, I know our first convention, it was like, wow, how are we going to do this? But I think that if you can kind of really plan ahead, if you have to get plane tickets, if you get them ahead, you can get the least expensive, for it. We will do our best to come up with the least expensive tickets that we possibly can to make them available. The place we stayed at, what was it, $59 a night?
Yeah, we didn't stay at the big convention hall.
Right.
That was $129 a night. We
Right.
found a Super 8 down the road for about $60 a night.
And it was a very close location.
Yeah, it was only a
and
mile away.
perfectly nice place to stay. So a bunch of us actually stayed there in the same place.
Yep.
We'd get up and have breakfast together, and that included the breakfast.
Right.
So I guess I'm just trying to say that realize not only how much this could boost your business, but just what an incredible experience it really is, and how dearly we'd love to share it with you. And just see if you can just shoot for it, for next year. So we want to do everything we can so that you will be as successful as you possibly can be.
Now, this was the annual convention, and it's open to anybody. You don't even have to be a consultant. You can bring potential customers or people who are thinking about being a consultant. Thrive also has what they call the Leadership Conference every year. I think this coming year it's going to be probably in February or March. And it's the same thing, general sessions, workshops, but it's much smaller and more intimate because that's not open to everybody, you have to qualify for that. The convention probably had 1,000 people there. The Leadership Conference might have 200, 250. Mm-hmm. The only thing you have to do to qualify for that is to earn the Builder Bonus at least once during the time frame that they mentioned. I think probably sometime in August they'll be announcing that. And then if you just earn Builder Bonus once, then you're eligible to go to the leadership. So, you might consider that too.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's the same thing, but smaller and more intimate and kind of more powerful because you can talk more personally to people.
Right. Well, and it gets into even more depth, of
Right.
course, because they're trying to really train leaders.
Right.
So it gets into a lot more depth.
But that's about it. We just wanted to show you a little bit. I mean, there was so much I couldn't. I was going to say I couldn't possibly put it all on video, but I'm going to be doing many videos
Right.
in the future here.
This is our overview.
Right. Right. So plan for next year.
Yeah.
And go for it.
We really appreciate you guys just being a part of this business with us. And like I said before, we love getting to know you, and we want to see you be successful.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to end this video with one last final musical clip of the four main executives who all sing and dance and.
Right. They've teased that they sang and did stuff a band together in college, so that's why they had to form this company so they could keep performing together.
Right.
And they play those instruments.
Yep.
They really are very good musicians.
Okay, so enjoy the final piece, and we'll talk to you later.
Alrighty. Bye-bye, guys.
They'll be okay with it. They're friends.
All right. My goal was to lose a couple pounds before next convention. It's been busy nights getting ready, and those chocolate chip cookies have been down in the fridge in the office, and I've had like 100 of them.
Just come on, talk more. Can't you tell them? You speak.
It's not.
They can understand.
It's not a story. I just am not good at expressing my feelings. I could sing about it, but we don't have No, guys. There's not time. We have places to go, and there's obviously we don't have a piano here. Otherwise. Great. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah. Well, see, so there's a piano. There's people here that love you. They'll accept you for who you are, or whatever it is that you're thinking about. I mean, we're all connecting here, and if it's song, then
Well, they won't judge me. I guess I can.
What do you guys support him? You got friends here. Come on, just go for it.
This is what I'm gonna do from now on. So please be sensitive to my feelings here. All right? Key of C sharp. sucking in, don't know what for. My chin has doubled. My wife complains. It affects my attitude. The more I eat, the more I gain. And it all comes down to food. From now on, these fries will not be eaten at midnight. From now on, Thrive Life is what I'm eating. Is that alright? Alright. Let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on. From now on.
That's it, Steve. How about that? All right.
I feel better.
You feeling good?
Yeah.
Why don't we join that?
Inspired by the things I've seen, so shocked that Steve has no shame. But everyone can have a dream, that's why the convention we came. And here it is, crystal clear, that every